First off, happy Thanksgiving Eve to everybody. Today we'll conduct a walkthrough. I just want to give these guys rested up, obviously late in the season, just giving guys time to heal their bodies, their nicks and bruises, so they can be fresh and ready to go for Sunday. Looking forward to Sunday, obviously being back home. It's been a while to be in front of our home crowd. We're excited about that challenge, excited about the opportunity that we got ahead of us. Houston's a hell of a team. They're playing good ball right now. Defensively, I think statistically they're the best in the league right now, and they're getting after it pretty good, and we're excited about that challenge coming up.
When you have a stretch where you guys are on the road as much as you have been, do you think that takes a toll on the team?
I don't know. I think every year the schedule is what it is, and you go out and execute the best you can to your ability, and we're excited, for the opportunity to be back at home, though, in front of our home crowd.
How big of a loss is Ashton Doolin on the line?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, Doolin's one of our special teams aces. Obviously, he plays a lot for us and roles on offense. So losing a guy like that hurts us. But like we always say, it's the next man up, next man mentality, and get ready to go.
Will Daniel practice normally this week with the fibula?
Yeah, he'll be limited today. We're having a walkthrough, so we'll list him as limited, but he'll be good to go this week.
Shane, 6 games to go. What did you share with your team knowing what's on the line this week and these other games left to go in the season?
Yeah, there's obviously a sense of urgency, obviously going into November, late November, December games. But really today I just kind of shared about, obviously with Thanksgiving, being thankful for the opportunity that we get as a football team to go out and compete each and every week, and the blessings, that this game's, given all of us the opportunity to go out and do what we do and love what we do and be a blessing for other people. And I thought our guys did a heck of a job. We did the horseshoe helpings yesterday and, fed over 3,000 people, and we had over 50 guys there. I thought that was just a testament to our guys and what it means to, help out other people, during this time of Thanksgiving.
Shane, with Daniel, is this something that he might have to manage for a bit just because you're in season now?
No, he should be good. Like I said, he's going to practice this week, be fine. Just like he played in the game, we should be good to go.
With this weekend being the Mike Cosmetics game, just how special is that for you and then the rest of the locker room to be able to kind of represent these different organizations?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think to represent, certain causes that people have, foundations, obviously the kick and the stigma, that we have here at this organization, that Kalen does. I think it's a testament, to helping other people. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll be wearing the kick and the stigma shoes, so that'll be fun.
Go into games with a set number of touches you want for JT?
Yes and no. You go out and see how it plays out. You always want to get him as much touches as you can and see how the game plays out and see the flow of the game, and that'll dictate it.
Shane, the defensive ends for Houston obviously get a lot of attention, but what do you see from their secondary?
Yeah, they're pretty feisty all around. I think Stingley's, one of the best in the league. Last year, number 4, he's a hell of a player too. And I think the one guy, Bullock, his second-year player, he's running around and making a ton of plays at the safety position. So they got a lot of talent on the front and the back end too, and they're flying around, making a lot of plays.
They're usually a 4-man rush, I guess. Is it because those guys get home, and then because that's the fact, how tougher does it make attacking them?
Yeah, I think obviously when you 4-man rush, the coverage, they got more coverage on the back end. So yeah, we got to be precise in our pass game. We got to be good in the run game with our IDs and all those things that you go and do each and every week, whether it's 4-man rush, 5-man rush, 6-man rush. We got to be prepared for all that.
When you run into bumps in the road in the regular season, what is your coaching technique? Do you try to move past it and just focus, coach your guys to focus on the next week? Is it, I guess, could you maybe speak a little bit?
Yeah, I think anytime, you lose games, like obviously you win close games, you still got to clean up those things. We won some close games, obviously lost a close game last week. But you always clean those things up, and you kind of flush that Monday and then get ready to go for your next opponent. And I think with every setback, it's a setup for your next opportunity. And we got a great opportunity at home against a division opponent.
This game really ramps up the AFC South battle. I know this team hasn't won one of those in a decade. Is that something that you mentioned this week, and do you feel like that's something that guys are aware of?
Yeah, I think anytime you want to win a championship, you got to win, division games. And obviously we got a division game coming up, at home against a really good opponent that we're looking forward to.
Still no Anthony?
Yeah, no Anthony.
How would you evaluate Daniel over the last 3 weeks? The numbers from 1 through 8, first 8 games compared to the last 3 games are kind of drastic. So how would you view his last?
Yeah, I still think he's playing at a high level. I think anytime You go through a season, you're going to have highs and lows, and then you battle back from those. But even like last week, I think, he was completing balls. I think he had a 100 passer rating. I don't know, I think it was 14 to 16 at one point. He's playing good ball, you know what I mean? And so it's just winning those, like I said, winning those games at the end. I think finishing's a big part of it, and going forward. But he's been playing, fantastic for us all season.
Shane, you talk about a walkthrough to give some guys rest at this point in the season. Has the mentality changed over the years about late season practice reps to kind of keep guys a little healthier?
Yeah, I think around the league, if you look around the league, I think a lot of teams, have walkthrough Wednesdays. Just as you get going, it's just such a long season from training camp all the way till now, and you want to make sure these guys are fresh and ready to go late in the season so they can play with max effort.
Was there a time in your career that you had to come around to that way of thinking? Because maybe 20 years ago when you're just getting
Yeah, for sure. I think there's a lot of things that play into. There's a lot of sports science, that's taken, transition over the past, decade, and just making sure these guys are in tip-top shape, going into these games, especially late in the season.
You still all about stovetop ox stuffing?
I do like stovetop. I am a fan, but I do like honey baked ham. Mashed potatoes are solid. I mean, it's all good.
I know you normally watch the Thursday night game, but with 3 games on Thursday, is it still just Thursday night?
Oh, it'll be great. Obviously, we'll practice Thursday morning and then get those guys home with their family, early afternoon, and spend some time with family and friends and be thankful for a lot, that we're all blessed with, and then watch some football. It'll be good.
Where does Thanksgiving fall on your holiday power rankings?
It's up there. It's probably top 3. I'm going Christmas number 1. Thanksgiving's probably 2. My wife loves 4th of July. She loves 4th of July. I think she likes being in the sunshine and being out in California. What's that? Yeah, you get more time with the kids. Yeah, that's probably why she loves it so much. Yeah, for sure.
Shane, when you watch football on TV, can you turn it off?
It's hard. It's really hard. Even when we had the bye, you're watching games and looking at certain things. And I know it's the TV copy, so you can't see the full picture. But, yeah, you're looking at a lot of things and, dissecting it. So, yeah.
Shaking notes when you watch games.
Yeah, every once in a while, I'll put stuff in my phone for sure. Like, oh, shoot, that clip in the second quarter, I got to go back and watch the, coach's copy of that one or whatever it may be for sure.
Hey, Shane, I know last week the fourth quarter and obviously overtime didn't go the way you guys wanted to go, especially offensively. What do you need to see from your guys this week going up against a tough defense in the Texans?
Yeah, I think just being efficient, being efficient all the time, not sometimes. I thought we were pretty efficient there the first 3 quarters, and the fourth quarter wasn't efficient enough, and we got to finish those games out like we did against Atlanta and Arizona and those games, so just finishing at the end.
Do you like having the opportunity after a game like Sunday to have an opportunity to go against, I think you called them the number 1 defense in the league. Is it almost in a way nice to have a big battle like that coming off of a loss to feel like you can get right back at it?
Yeah, heck yeah, it's a great challenge. I think when you have those tough losses, it's how you respond as a football team, and we got to respond the right way by how we prepare this week going into this game.
What have you come to appreciate about Quan Treadwell?
Man, his story's unbelievable. If you think about it, former first-round pick, bounced around the league, but just does everything right, and you can see the gratitude and the gratefulness that he has playing this game, the way he practices, the way he prepares. Obviously, being a practice squad guy for us the last 2 years, getting elevated, making the plays he does on special teams. Sometimes there's setbacks, in people's career and how you handle those and that adversity and how you go through it and have the right mindset. And he's been phenomenal with that. I mean, just a great teammate. It's a pleasure to have him on the team.
The receiver room seems to really universally like and respect him. I mean, what kind of impact can that have?
I think it's huge. It's great for young players to see that. You know what I mean? I mean, he can be kind of a sounding board for the young players. Young players go through tough times and challenges, throughout their career, but to see the way his path has went, just to say, hey, stick with it, man. Keep the right mindset, keep the right mentality. Lead with your character and who you are as a person, how you battle through those things, will say a lot about, who you are as a person.
As a play caller, when you play again as a team like Houston where they've got these 2 pass rushers, they only have to win a couple of plays to affect the game. Do you have to understand that there's going to be probably some bad plays? I mean, Braden and Bernie have to be right 60 plays during the game.
Yeah, for sure. There's always going to be ups and downs throughout every game, no matter who you're playing, and you got to overcome. You're going to have good plays, you're going to have some bad plays, and it's overcoming those things and staying efficient. First and second down, not putting yourself in those long yardage situations, and being productive that way.
Was Doolin the only Chiefs injury?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah.